Good morning. This is Sandra Brown of Happiness Past 60, formerly Sandra Brown of Life Past 80, because I am past 80. Okay, today is going to be a subject that might help some people who are going to go through the same operation that I just had, which is about 10 days ago. And I'm still recovering from that. Not feeling myself yet, but I just thought I wanted to do this so that I could let all my ladies know how I'm doing. And this is also for people who are maybe facing carotid artery surgery. So this is a lot of the bruising now has left because you'll get a lot of that. I actually was surprised how much bruising. My whole chest and my neck, and of course, I got a little of this left from all the IVs and stuff like this, but bruising is the least of it, right? But I'll say this, before surgery, I was getting these kind of woozy feeling. I would feel like you're gonna pass out every once in a while. It would act several times a day. It would happen. I would just grab something on the side to steady me. And I wasn't sure if it was all the new medication they had put me on or because I had such a bad blockage on the right side that possibly I wasn't getting enough blood to the brain. Well, I believe that is what it was, that I was not getting enough blood to the brain, because it just dawned on me, I'm not having that anymore. So that's good. Being smarter, I don't know yet. I haven't tested it too much. But I think I remembered everything today. I actually have the mic on the camera, and I've got my mic hooked onto me. And this is the first day I've had a little makeup on and tried to do a little something with my hair, at least the front a little. So Mr. Bill had some things to do, some running around, and so I thought I'll take this opportunity to do a little video. So I'm just like a little bit on the tired side and not quite there yet, but actually I want people to know what it was like and not trying to make it all beautiful, the operation and everything's okay. It's not the worst operation in the world, and I've not had enough to know. But it is called carotid artery stent insertion. So they did not take the plaque out, which I was hoping they do, but I don't know if they do sometimes or not. But they don't take the plaque out of this, but they put a stent in there and push all the cholesterol blockage, the plaque. They push all the plaque against the wall of the artery and leave that in there, and it causes a nice flow. So I didn't know that they go also through your groin because they have a blood flow reversal, because they don't want the blood flowing to your brain during surgery, from what I understand, because if any plaque breaks loose, it would go to your brain and cause a stroke or worse, So that was nice they did that, but I didn't expect that. Actually, there's no pain in my groin area where they did that. But let's see, we had to drive to Knoxville. We live in Crossville, and we had to drive to Knoxville and to the local hotel, because we had to be there like at 5:30 in the morning for surgery on the 28th. And spent the night there, and then we take a shower the night before and get all ready. And so in the morning, ladies, it's nice, you don't have to put any makeup on. That's what takes the longest. So just threw my clothes on and then when we got there, they gowned me up, and you're in, they put you into pre-surgery after that, and they insert all the IVs, and I think in the IVs they give you something that kind of relaxes you, calms you down a little bit. And then after that, I remember, I'm just hitting the highlights. I remember them wheeling me away, and they cleaned up the groin area, but I was kind of out of it by then, like thinking, what are they doing that for? They're not gonna, but I didn't realize they were gonna go through that area too. And then they were doing all kind of stuff to me, and then I remember them saying, okay, Sandra, we're gonna put you to sleep now. And then they said, good night. And it has not been that long ago that I had the stents put in my heart. I mean, the arteries in my heart. And, you know, it's all of a sudden I had a little bit like that helpless feeling, like I'm totally in your hands and I don't know what you're doing to me. And I don't know what it was. I kind of didn't like that, I remember. Excuse me. And I know they put a tube down your throat. And they catheterize you too. Found out during surgery, which is probably normal, but I didn't know that much about it. And then I remember waking up after surgery, and I remember I was almost getting this, what do you call it? That feeling like you're closed in and helpless. And I remember I could breathe in. It was the craziest thing. I could breathe in. I kept trying to get my breath. But when I breathed out, I could just breathe out a little bit, and then it was like a block. It would just stop. And I remember that kind of almost panicked me in a way. And then I learned I could breathe in through my nose and blow it out my mouth. Whatever it takes. All right, well, I just didn't like that feeling. But I remember just being flat on my back, which I don't like because I've always had like a sinus drainage problem and a little bit of a deviated septum, and I can't breathe good when I lay down. And so now I'm flat on my back, and this feeling of not being able to breathe. And then it was like it was packed over my head. There was something packed over my head and my whole body. Maybe it was stuff to keep you warm. I don't know. But I'm laying there flat, and I remember the nurse, whoever she was, on the computer next to me, because probably taking all the vitals and everything. But she's not ever looking at me. She's just continually typing out something. And I opened my eyes a little bit, and I know there was a lot of other bodies laying around there. And then I remember it bothered me because another nurse came over who seemed to know more what was going on. And they were like discussing something about me, but I don't know what they was talking about. And they were really concerned, and they're over me, all going over me and testing everything. Excuse me, my nose is running a little bit. Sorry. And I think I had 2 IVs in one arm and one in the other. I had 3 or 4 total IVs in. But what they were concerned about was that my heart rate and blood pressure was so low. I know my heart rate was 31 when they brought me up there. And they couldn't seem to get it to go up. Now, I was supposed to go home the next day, but because of that, I couldn't go home. But so they put stuff in my IV to bring my heart rate up. I don't know about the blood pressure, but I know the heart rate they were trying to. So, no, you know how it is in the hospital with you can't go to bathroom, bedpans and the whole stuff, and getting up the first time and all that. But, and then the doctor, he finally comes up there and he's all dressed up in his suit, and he's got a pretty young girl with him, and I'm on a bedpan. and he's talking to me. I'm like, I'm going to be, I guess he didn't care. And okay, you lose all your pride when you're up there. So let's see, what else should I tell you? I'm not good at taking notes or seeing them without my glasses. Oh, I know. I think the thing that hurt the worst was my throat, because they had that tube down my throat. When I swallowed it, it felt like I was swallowing glass. So that I didn't like. And my back hurt. I don't know exactly what they do to you. And my neck, of course, hurt. And I think that thing with the nose where it was blocking off, it was still going on. But I think what it was a swelling somehow all got on there, because now I went into the hospital and I weighed more than what I wanted to weigh. I was 137 pounds when I went in the hospital, which is kind of heavy for me, average. But and I thought, oh well, at least one good thing about being in the hospital or anything wrong with you, that you do lose some weight. Well, I gained 10 pounds in water because of all the IVs they were putting in me. And I remember when I got home, it was stepping down on the ground. I could actually feel my foot blubber, like I'm walking on water balloons or something. I could feel it in my thighs and my stomach and everything. But I actually have lost all that, finally. But I remember I asked you ladies, and you gave me a lot of good tips. And I did eat asparagus, I ate bananas. I'm trying to think what else I did. But I didn't take any water pills. I did it all naturally. I didn't use, they gave me, I could have had, they sent me home with some pretty strong pain meds, but I never used them during the whole thing. All I took was Tylenol. So, I mean, this part was, if you want to look, see, it's looking pretty good now. Yeah, but I thought it was going to be up higher in my neck where you could hide it. No biggie. But Monday I get the stitches out, and I find out just what I can or can't do. I know for quite a while I can't lift over 10 pounds, and they want me to take it easy. So I was trying to water the plants on the deck, and then you fill the can up with the food, and you're like, oh shoot. And then I have to just leave it there until Bill comes around, have him do it. So that's it, guys. And I don't want to make this too long because it tires me out, kind of. But yeah, I see because of being gone, I'm losing subscribers. So if you would subscribe and like, I'd deeply appreciate it. And I am still going to read to you in a prayer, okay? And once again, this is out of, I know it's backwards, is Jesus Listens, daily devotional prayers of peace, joy, and hope. Alrighty. This is a prayer that's in here. My Savior God, I long for the absence of problems in my life, but I realize this is an unrealistic goal. Shortly before your crucifixion, you told your followers candidly, in this world, you will have trouble. He told us that, so we shouldn't think it's strange or that you've done anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm thankful I can look forward to an eternity of problem-free living reserved for me in heaven. I rejoice in this glorious inheritance, which no one can take away from me. Teach me to wait patiently for this promised perfection rather than seeking my heaven here on earth. Lord, help me to begin each day anticipating problems, asking you to equip me for whatever difficulties lie ahead. The best equipping is your living presence, your hand that never lets go of mine. Discussing my problems with you frees me to take a more light-hearted view of trouble, seeing it as a challenge that you and I together can handle. Please remind me again and again that you are by my side and you have overcome the world. In your conquering name, Jesus, amen. Well, God bless you, ladies. Give you peace and joy. And may all your problems be small ones. And remember, God's with you no matter what you're going through. He'll never leave you. He promised that. And he promised to come back and to get all of us that are followers of Jesus Christ, take us to a place where we're not going to have any more problems. But I'm thankful I got through this, and wow, I'm excited and looking forward to getting myself back in shape and doing even better. We are going to go to the gym and everything. So anyways, I love you guys, and thank you for all your prayers. I so appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. I read every single comment. Thank you again, guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.